Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Unlike any other YouTube channel that showcases Pokemon Go PvP content, mine exclusively showcases Shadow Pokemon. So, if you're into that type of content, I'd appreciate if you could like and subscribe. So, let's get into today's video. In today's video, we are going to see absolute triple shadow domination. I always see people say you need to purify Sableye for return. Do you fuck? Because Shadow Sableye is an absolute monster. Especially in a meta dominated by ghosts like Frossalas, Jellicent and things like Nidoqueen. That added Shadow Claw bonus is brutal, it absolutely shreds. Rounding the team off, we've got Drapion, an OG of the channel on Crunch and Sludge Bomb. Because I'm using Sableye as a save switch, I want two really good Charm Answers, and the other Charm Answer is going to be Shadow Beedrill in the lead. I've hardly done any sets at all this season, so I'm focusing on Shoutcast, and speaking of which, we've got Clapton Caveman who submitted some Shadow Bonnet battles, and that video is coming tomorrow. But for today, we are focusing on a fairly strong triple shadow meta team that you can have success with, and let's get into the battles.
And in game one, we pick up the Dream Lead, Beedrill into the Mighty Blue Mouse. We're hitting for super effective with these poison jabs. The Blue Mouse is staying in, so they must be double weak to poison. And guess what, motherfucker? We've got a second poison type in the back. I'm not going to shield up this Ice Beam. We did sneak an extra move in. This Drill Rod will KO if they do not shield, which they don't, and we should be able to reach a move against whatever comes in. In comes Umbreon. Unfortunately, I don't throw at the best timing, so we're not going to get to the second X-Scissor, but this first X-Scissor does get him fairly low, and obviously I didn't want to switch out, as Sableye really doesn't want to see Umbreon. We get an absolute shitload of lag. You love to see it. Niantic's doing a fantastic job of fixing the server, but this is a really dominant matchup for Drapion, especially as they're on Legacy Psychic. They threw Psychic first, fishing for the defense shot, which they didn't get, and they're now spamming out a foul play. They now make a switch into the final Pokemon, and this Crunch is going to land on the Ariados. It gets them super low. We get the defense shot. We should now be able to Shadow Claw down. The opponent is throwing energy. I've got no intention of shielding up Sableye. They actually throw a Mega Horn, which near one-shots, but this is even better as there's going to be no farm on our Sableye for the Umbreon. We're going to chip him down with a foul play. The opponent chooses to shield it up, and this game is absolutely over. We're going to fire off Sludge Bombs. One Sludge Bomb should be enough to KO from this range, and we've still got two shields. So that is a good game. Moving on into the next one. We see a Charmer in the lead. You fucking love to see it. They switch out into Skunk Tank. This isn't really ideal. I don't have the best response for the Skunk. Beedrill is my best response, so I am just going to stay in. We're both hitting each other for resisted with our fast moves. However, Beedrill can one-shot with a Drill Run, and even X-Scissor hits for neutral due to the dark poison typing. So we're building up to the Drill Run and throwing an X-Scissor. If the opponent wants to go to the 2-shield, I'm more than happy to do that, because Drapion on Sludge Bomb can nuke the absolute shit out of that stupid Wigglytuff. So once again, I am going to fire off this X-Scissor from this range. This will be enough to KO. See you fucking later, Skunk. One poison jab, and we've maintained switch advantage. In the back is a Nidoqueen. I commit to the Drill Run and I don't make it. However, Sableye does have a pretty dominant matchup here. They are going to throw. This should just be a Poison Fang. I imagine they are going to look to switch out. I'm looking for the switch, and I overfarm by one. They still manage to catch, but this game is absolutely fucking over. Great catch, Mr. Opponent, but surprise, motherfucker. You want to run a Charmer? Have double fucking Charm count. A Sludge Bomb is going to be more than enough to KO the Wigglytuff, get fucking wrecked, and we're going to outpace this Nidoqueen to the charge move because I overfarm, and Crunch is going to be enough to clean up this match. GG's, and thanks for playing. Moving on into the next one, we need Shadow Beedrill into Zweilous. This is pretty good. Beedrill loves to see the dark types. However, Beedrill doesn't like to see lag because we're quite squishy and they're on Dragon Breath. I've got no idea what's going on here. I'm spamming out X-Scissor, hoping the opponent hasn't snuck too many free fast moves in. However, they just allow the Zweilous to go down. So see you fucking later, Zweilous. In comes Drapion. And as I'm already so far ahead in energy, I'm going straight for the Hail Mary off a Drill Run. It near one-shots Drapion. This is looking like a good game. Beedrill has took out two Pokemon. I'll come in with my own Drapion. We Poison Sting down. What is in the back? In the back is a Alolan Marowak. This game would be over regardless, but little do they know we had a Shadow Sableye lurking in the back. So yet another good game. Shadow Beedrill going on a fucking rampage. The only thing that was more dominant in that matchup than Beedrill was lag. Moving on to the next one, we see the pesky spider Ariados in the lead. This is a pretty good matchup for Beedrill. We're both hitting each other for resisted with our fast moves. Charge moves from Ariados are resisted. We can at least hit for neutral with Drill Run. Does the opponent respect the Drill Run? No, they do not. It near one-shots. We can allow Beedrill to tank one more charge move. We should be able to poison jab down. So we tank the second lunge. The opponent makes a swap into Frostlass, and I panic throw X-Scissor. What a fucking noob. I'm now going to switch out into Sableye, saving the Beedrill on 1 HP and a Dream for a sacrificial swap. This is why you want Shadow Sableye, because you can just commit to the 1 shield and completely farm down. Well, I say 1 shield, I'm going to 2 shield, but the opponent will probably shield this up, which they do. However, I am going to be able to shield the next move, farm down and be loaded full of energy, and Shadow Sableye with an energy advantage is fucking lethal. Let's see what the opponent has in the back. In the back is Alolan Marowak. We knew the switch was coming, we're not that stupid. So we farmed down the Ariados, we've got back-to-back foul plays almost ready to go for the Marowak. First one, draws the shield. Second one is going to do huge damage. Hi Marowak, bye Marowak, GG's, and thanks for playing. Moving on into the next one. We see Beedrill into Umbreon. This is pretty good for Beedrill. We can win this in the even shielding scenarios. I'm not going to shield this first move up, as they didn't build up to the Psychic. If they were on Psychic, this would be a worse matchup. However, we can hit back for super effective with X-Scissor. You can see the bulk of Umbreon. Even a Shadow X-Scissor doesn't really do too much damage. We outpace to the second X-Scissor. The opponent chooses to shield it up. I could shield this up and win the 1 shield, but I'm going to allow it to go down and come in with Drapion. So let's see what the opponent wants to do. If they build up to the last resort, which they are doing, we can outpace to a Sludge Bomb and take them out. And we've got a little tiny bit of residual energy, good to go for the second Pokemon. In comes Golbat. This is not a bad matchup for Drapion. We are hitting for resisted with Poison Stings. The wing attacks hit for neutral, but both the charge moves from Golbat are resisted. So I'm going to tank one and make a dip into Shadow Sableye. And we'll see what the opponent has lurking in the back. The opponent is going to debuff us with a Poison Fang. They've not even built up to the Shadow Ball, so there's no need to shield. They throw the Poison Fang, and in the back is a Nidoqueen. We are resisting Poison Jab. We're already debuffed 1 stage from the first Poison Fang, and I imagine the opponent is going to spam out another Poison Fang. We've got 2 shields, so even resisted, I am going to shield this up because I want to get rid of this Nidoqueen. This foul play will not KO, but it will get them super low. Foul play comes through. The Nidoqueen is into the red. I can now shield this move up, and this game should be absolutely over. We do shield the Poison Fang out. I'm spamming out Drapion because I don't want to get wing attack down. We've got residual energy on the Drapion, and this crunch is going to be enough to clutch out this game. And you can see that we go a perfect 5-0, absolutely dominating the Halloween Cup. I couldn't recommend this team highly enough. I think all 3 Pokemon are really good, and I think it's a really good meta for Shadow Sableye. So if you have got a good Shadow and you're tempted to build it, I hope this video has convinced you. You don't need return. We're now going to have some bonus battles with some lost leads or just some fun battles. So this battle we see a lead against the Charmer. You love to see it. They switch out into Ariados. So I'm going to stay in with Beedrill and look to get all the shields down because I'm looking to nuke the shit out of the Gardevoir with my Drapion. We do resist all moves from Ariados. We do hit back for neutral with Drill Runs. We've drawn the opponent's first shield, which is fantastic. We sneak a Poison Jab in. The next move wouldn't KO, but I don't want to get Poison Stung down, so I'm going to overfarm just a touch and fire off another Drill Run. Does the opponent want to commit to the 2 shield? Yes, they do, so Beedrill is sitting in a great spot. We sneak another Poison Jab in. I am just going to allow Beedrill to go down, and I'm going to come in with Sableye and look to commit to the farm down. The opponent is throwing energy. Lunge would hit for neutral. However, the opponent goes for a cross poison bait. They get the charge move glitch and they don't even make the lunge. So that, my friend, was a shit play. They come back in with the Gardevoir. Due to their psychic typing, foul play is neutral. It lands, does huge damage. We now switch out into Drapion, up shields. Drapion doesn't really lose to anything in this meta. And in the back is a Wigglytuff. Hi Wigglytuff, bye Wigglytuff. And that is why you shouldn't run fucking Charm. Get fucking wrecked. Moving on into the next battle. We see one of the worst possible leads for our Beedrill, a Golbat. So we immediately switch out into our Sableye and they're going to debuff us with a Poison Fang. So what are they going to come in with? They're now coming with a Zoomerall. So we hard lost lead. We're hard countered on the swap. Are we going to pull this one off? Power Gem does land. We've got the Azu down to around 60% health. The opponent throws some energy. Ice Beam is going to be more than enough to take us out. There was no point shielding up as I was unable to flip switch advantage. We're now going to come in with the Beedrill and use it as a damage sponge. There's no point shielding this up either, as Beedrill can do absolutely fuck all against the Golbat. So I tank one move and make an aggressive swap into Drapion. Can we Poison Sting down? Unfortunately, we cannot. So I'm going to shield this up, and we're going to be loaded full of energy. We shield up the Ice Beam. We're almost at back-to-back crunches. What is going to come back in? Back out comes the Golbat. Hopefully they are weak to Drapion in the back. Crunch gets the first shield. We're already at the second crunch. Does the opponent want to commit both shields in this matchup? No, they do not. We get the defense drop. We're not going to shield this move up. It is going to be a Poison Fang. My switch timer has popped back up almost. It pops up there, so I snipe with Beedrill, and in the back is a Sableye. So this is going to be a good game. This X-Scissor does hit for neutral. The opponent lets the first one go through. We're already at the second X-Scissor. This should draw the opponent's last shield, which it does, and we have the move locked and loaded on Drapion. I don't quite think this crunch will be enough to KO, but it will get him super low, and we'll be able to resist it, Poison Sting down, and take that battle. Moving on into the next one, we see a Nidoqueen in the lead. This is fairly neutral. We both resist each other's charge moves, however Nidoqueen double resist poison due to their ground typing. So if the opponent does choose to continually go Poison Fang, they would win the one shield. They bait us, we throw a bait in return, we draw the first shield, we will win CMP on the second drill run. Well, they're going to throw Earth Power, but it should be a CMP tie if the opponent has thrown, which they have. It's actually a delayed CMP as we sneak a move in. I'm going to allow Beedrill to go down. I get a shitload of lag, so I'm choosing to switch out into Sableye and save that for a sacrificial swap later. This will just be a Poison Fangs. We aren't going to shield it up. I'm looking to overfarm, and the opponent still manages to catch the charge move, which does piss me off. You hate to see it, and in comes a Azumarill. We already know that Sableye, especially debuffed, has no chance of flipping this matchup. I am just going to throw as many poison gems as they allow me to get to. You can see this can't be an XL Azu as they're already into the yellow. They throw energy as well, which is best case scenario for me. Ice Beam takes us out, and now we're going to have to come in with Drapion. We're looking not in the best spot, however we have got one shield. As the opponent sack swap to me, we'll throw a sack swap in of our own. So there's the return, thank you very much, and now Drapion will be able to Poison Sting down. The opponent doesn't allow that to happen, and here comes Umbreon. Umbreon doesn't have a good matchup, especially down energy and down shield. If I time my moves correctly, which I do, no Snarl comes through. We're actually going to outpace to the last resort. Second Sludge Bomb does get him low. They're at the last resort now, so this Sludge Bomb will be taken care of. The Umbreon. Back out comes the Nidoqueen, I imagine. Let's see, there is the Nidoqueen. They throw too early, they're one short of the Earth Power, so I'm not going to shield this up. It should just be a Poison Fang, unless I've miscounted. It is just a Poison Fang. This crunch will be enough to take the Nidoqueen out, and we've got a shield saved for the charge move that the Azumarill could throw. However, there's no point in them throwing, as I just am going to be able to Poison Thing down and take that battle. So GG's, and thanks for playing. We see the Mighty Blue Mouse in the lead. They throw one bubble and switch out into Nidoqueen. The Nidoqueen throws after 5. This is just a Poison Fang, so we're going to tank it on Beedrill. We're going to bank that energy and switch out into Sableye. Sableye has a good matchup against Nidoqueen, especially when they don't even build up to the Earth Power or Stone Edge. So it is just a Poison Fang, which we allow to go down with these Shadow Claws. This foul play should be almost enough to KO the Nidoqueen if they choose not to shield, but it looks like the opponent is going to make a play for switch. That's fine by me, as we got 2 responses for that stupid Azumarill in the back. So the opponent is going to have to commit both shields to win this matchup. Foul play does draw the opponent's last shield, and they manage to Poison Sting or Poison Jab us down. I'm going to throw this X's. I was hoping it was going to be enough to KO, but you're going to see they survive on 1 HP and a Dream. Once again, this is just a Poison Fang, so Beedrill is doing a pretty good job of soaking up energy. I switch out into Drapion. We resisted Poison Sting down. We've got 2 shields. What is the opponent going to come in with? They come in with Umbreon, so I don't need to be scared of the sacrificial swap, as Sludge Bomb would be the move that I would throw at the 2 remaining Pokemon. It takes 3 Sludge Bombs to take out Umbreon. I'm not going to shield the first one up. I'm not really bothered, even if they throw last resort. You can see Drapion does survive. We are almost at the back-to-back Sludge Bombs. I've still got 2 shields. I'm not entirely sure what I'm saving them for. I am going to shield this next move up. Even a foul play would get us quite low from this range, so I do shield it up. I'm expecting the sacrificial swap at some stage. I choose to sack in return myself for no apparent reason whatsoever other than the fact this game's over, but the opponent is choosing to play it out, so that's fine. We will take out the Umbreon with a resisted crunch. See you fucking later, Umbreon. The Azu will need 2 sludge bombs, and this is going to be a good game. So you can see that this team here absolutely dominates the most common core of Umbreon and Azumarill. If you're seeing that team quite a lot, I'd highly recommend using this one. Sludge bomb coming through, get wrecked Azumarill. GG's and thanks for playing. Moving on into the next battle, we see a Wormadam Trash in the lead. That is absolutely fucking dreadful for Beedrill as confusion really chunks, especially when it hits for super effective. They come in with a Caesar, we get the defense drop, so I am going to shield this up in case it is an X-Scissor. The opponent throws a Night Slash, I'm hoping they are on Iron Head. I'm going to allow this next one to go through. It is just a Night Slash, we are going to resist it Poison Sting down. Winning switch is absolutely everything in this matchup, because Beedrill doesn't want to see Wormadam, however Sableye has a decent matchup. We draw the opponent's shield, we get the defense drop, we come in with Sableye. Bug Buzz would really hurt, but it will not one-shot, because our ghost typing means it is only neutral. Bug Buzz does come through, does huge damage. They switch out now into Azumarill, so here comes Beedrill. So you can see in this game, winning switch advantage was absolutely everything. Being able to realign our Pokemon puts us in a great spot. We've still got 1 shield apiece. They don't shield up the Drill Run. You can see that I'm super close to the next Drill Run, so I should be able to shield this move up, threaten the opponent's last shield with a Drill Run. We need 1 poison jab, so it does come through before the confusion registers. Drill Run should be drawing the opponent's last shield. They actually let it go, knowing we're loaded full of energy with the Sableye. We do resist confusions, and they did dump all their energy. So this first play, foul play, will draw the opponent's last shield, and the next foul play will be enough to KO. So despite seeing one of the worst possible leads you could possibly see, we got pretty hard countered on the swap. We still managed to clutch up that game. So those were the battles featuring, in my opinion, the strongest Halloween Cup team. So if you're looking for a fun team, and especially if you're tempted to build an XL Shadow Sableye or even a regular Shadow Sableye, if you have a Hondo, it does actually reach a Shadow Claw breakpoint against the Azumarill. Give this team a try. I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for the Shadow Bonnet battles that are coming tomorrow, and I'll see you all in that next one.